welcome back to my channel. So it's Tuesday, and I've decided to turn Tuesday into scary video day. Well, scary. Today, I have a story that I found on Reddit No Sleep. I will leave a link to the story down below in the description. Da 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 da. A. Okay. So the name of the story is The Face. Okay, let's get started. Alright, and it is from Reddit user The Real Chica or Chica 13. Ever since I can remember, I've seen a face when I close my eyes. It's always there, like it's directly in front of me. When I blink, close my eyes underwater before I go to sleep. Anytime my eyes close, I see it. The face is as familiar as my own to me. It's an old man with gray hair and a matching beard. He has deep wrinkles carved into his face, with light blue eyes. His skin looks tanned like he spent a lot of his life of his I can't talk. Like he spent a lot of his life outside. His expression is always neutral. He's looking at me, but there's no emotion in his eyes. I didn't realize this was unusual until I was about 8 or 9 when I started trying to draw him. Neither of my grandfathers or my father had beards, and my mother finally asked who I was drawing. Watching Disney movies had made me think he was my fairy godfather, and that's what I told her. She laughed and asked me where I had met him. I told her he was the man behind my eyes. This led to more questions, and my realization that I wasn't normal to see someone when you close your eyes. My mother walked away chuckling about my vivid imagination. Things stayed the same until I began getting older. I noticed subtle changes at first. The neutral expression looked slightly sterner, and there were times when I closed my eyes that he would look absolutely furious. This was usually when I was doing something bad, like sneaking out or drinking alcohol. The next change was that I'd see the face in my dreams. He was never an integral part of the dream. Where was I? He'd appear as a painting on the wall or someone standing on the street. It wasn't enough to scare me, but it was enough that I would notice. I realized it went beyond just my imagination when I was in university. One night I laid in bed, closing my eyes to find that he was crying. I had never seen him cry before, and I found it unsettling. But I wasn't able to open my eyes to get rid of the image. Tears coursed down his face, and he was obviously choking out sobs, but he was silent. I had never heard a sound from him. I watched him cry until I fell asleep, and in the morning I felt uneasy and distressed without being able to explain why. I went to my classes at university, but as soon as my first class ended, I got a message that my grandfather had passed away the night before. Of course, I closed my eyes when I heard my mom's voice say the words, but the man's face was back to neutral. That was 2 years ago. The man's face never changed from neutral again, even though I have lost other family members since then. It remained neutral until last night. I said before that I thought of him as a fairy godfather type, and that he was watching out for me. If that's true, I think I might be in trouble. Last night when I laid in bed and closed my eyes, he was smiling. It wasn't a pleasant smile either. His mouth stretched out unnaturally wide over crooked, yellow teeth, and his eyes glittered like a snake's. Fear made my eyes fly open, but of course, I couldn't stay that way. When I closed them again, he was still smiling. I felt like my stomach was filled with rocks, and I could barely breathe. My eyes were glued closed, the images of his smiling face leering at me for what felt like hours. I was frozen there, and then finally his expression changed. His smile slowly faded, and then his lips parted so he could speak. He had never spoken before, and when he had been crying, no sound had left him. This time was different. His voice was raspy and sounded like each word was painful, but I heard him clearly. It's time we talked. And then that's the end of the story. Oh. well, I guess that's the end of the phase. I really hope they come up with a part 2, and if they do, I will definitely make a video about it. But why do you see a face every time you close your eyes? That would be terrifying. I don't know, but I really do hope that they make a part 2. I'm gonna have, I guess my theory for this video, or this story, is maybe it's someone that he knew in a past life, and they worried about him or something. I don't really know, but I guess that's all I have for today's video. I know it's short, but there you guys go. If you want me to continue doing the story, or the scary story readings, or anything you find for me to read, just comment below, and please give this video a thumbs up, so I know. And please hit that subscribe button down below. Again, I will leave a link to the story down below in the description. All my social medias will be down there too. So, thank you for watching. I'll see you guys on Challenge Day Thursday.